We all know I'm the most magnanimous. Now, I don't even know what that word means, but I heard it on Shawshank Redemption, and I'm just assuming it means something great. Remember when they were sitting on that roof, they were doing that flat roof and this and that, and the guy, Morgan Freeman, was narrating, he says magnanimous. But anyway, I think it means something great, so I'm just going to assume they're talking about me. But anyway, I was on Twitter a little bit ago, and Crysis contacted me and asked me how they can improve the game. See, this is the type of people you have when you're dealing with Crysis. They interact with their community. They ask what we can do to better our product. And I simply told them that they made a playlist. Basically, it would be the same thing as normal Crysis, minus the cloaking. And what that is you still have nanosuit, you still can run fast, you still can jump real good, this and that, just don't have cloaking. If they made a playlist like that, then it would be biblical. And because how many of you people have thought about buying Crysis, but have been turned off and deterred by the cloaking? I know there's people out there, because that happened to me last year, but I bought the game anyway, but the cloaking got to me this and that. Even though it's more simple to use this year, but I honestly know for a fact that if they took cloaking completely out of this playlist, you'll still have your other playlist, but remove cloaking totally out of this playlist, and this playlist only, I will guarantee you sales will go up dramatically, and more people will play the game. And the reason I'm making this video is, I can still enjoy Crysis the way it is now, but how many more people would enjoy Crysis with everything in it now, but minus one thing, cloaking in that nanosuit. So that way you can still run, you can still jump, but you just cannot go invisible. Because a lot of people do not want to play a game when it requires to look for invisible people. And now, the Crysis veterans that are dominant at this game right now, that are beating on people like me that aren't that good at it right now, who go 35-3, whatever, because I've seen you in lobbies. You guys will still have your playlist. Now, I don't know how many more people will play that playlist, because once they institute this playlist, with the no cloaking, and then it's not the cell versus regular, because see, cell versus regular, you don't have armor, you don't have running ability like you do in the regular mode, this and that. You don't have your nanosuit. But in this mode, you have your nanosuit, just minus the cloaking. And I understand cloaking is what makes Crysis Crysis. For the Crysis vets, you'll still have that in your playlist, all the other playlists. I understand that, but there are new players that want to try the game out, and as soon as they see that cloaking, they put it down, never pick it up again. I recently went to Call of Duty Black Ops and just dominate this night. It's so easy, Call of Duty Black Ops, and I started saying to myself, going back to Crysis 3 this morning, I got owned, because I had to reacclimate myself to the nature of the game, which would have took probably an hour. I would have had to reacclimate myself to it. How much nicer would it be if you didn't have to reacclimate yourself to it? I guarantee you, as I sit in this chair right now in Youngstown, Ohio, if they make that playlist, and they have contacted me, and they said they are going to send it to the dev team, they aren't guaranteeing nothing. Now, they say they won't guarantee nothing, but it sounds like a good idea, and they're going to mention it to the dev team and keep me up to date on it. Now, if it's at all possible, they will do this. And I will guarantee you this right now. How many people out here right now that don't have Crysis 3, that did not buy it because of the cloaking, would actually buy this game right now? Imagine just playing Crysis the way it is now and not having to worry about someone being invisible. That's what the game would be. You'd still have everything else, the nanosuit, the cloak, or the armor. You'd still have the armor, the ability to jump real high, this and that, real fast. You'd have all that. But you would not have to worry about that guy being invisible. And that, I thank Crysis for actually taking the time to get back to me and making that suggestion to the dev team. And you can call it beast mode, whatever you want to call it, I don't care. But I really hope, and I'm going to title this video at Crysis, even though they already know, but the reason I want to title it, if you actually want to see this game mode come out, I want you to tweet them and say, look, we would love this new game mode, you would buy the game. Because I think the more people that say this, because the reason I'm doing this is, because I went on this morning, it was like 5 in the morning, there was only 300 people playing the Team Deathmatch playlist that I play. I won't play Cell versus Regular, because there's Cell versus Rebel. The reason I won't play that is because it's too slow. No one moves in it, right? It's like Call of Duty, you run slow, you jump slow, this and that, you have no cloaking and armor. It's too slow. I want the playlist involved with everything on it, minus cloaking. If they do that, I guarantee you right now, the community will never die. That's the thing. The community right now, I'll get on at 5 o'clock in the morning, there'll be 10, 12,000 people playing it then. I'll guarantee you that if they make that playlist. So I'm going to put this at Crysis. And if you want to see this playlist, and you haven't bought Crysis, and you will buy Crysis because of that, tweet them and say you will, like the video, whatever you got to do to get their attention. I think that's how you do it, to like, whatever. Because Crysis 3 is such a great game. And the one thing holding it back right now from being the ultimate Call of Duty killer is that playlist. And like I say, for the regular Crysis 3 hardcore veterans, you're still going to have your whole game playlist modes to play. You can beat up on the inferior competition, but I will guarantee you this right now. The people that you're playing against in them game modes might not be as weak now because everybody will be conjoined in our playlist and it will be biblical. It'll be a run and gun, fast-paced shooter, this and that. You won't have to worry about being preoccupied with looking for that guy that's cloaked. Because I played this morning and I'm not going to lie to you. Even though I play cloaked a lot, running in and out of cloak, someone killed me cloaked and I snapped. I was like, what the fuck? Why is this in the game? And I understand. It's the way Crysis is made. For PC veterans, Crysis vets, you'll still have that. But in this playlist right here, it's going to be for the console players. Maybe you want to put it on the PC, that's fine too. But for console players right now, we're casual gamers here, most of the people. And if you institute that playlist, I will guarantee you a 100% increase in sales within the next 2 weeks once that playlist is out. And then the community will never die. I'll guarantee you right now, if the community has got 1,200 people on a night, it will have 35, 45, 50,000 people, and it'll slowly go up to 100,000 people. It'll probably max out about 200,000, and it may even get bigger. Because all these Call of Duty players that are tired of that shitty-ass lag and that game, all the hit detection problems and fucking Call of Duty and all the bullshit, will come over and try Crysis when you institute this playlist. Now, if you want to hire me as a spokesman, I'll do that too. Remember Sony had that one guy, Kevin Salt or whatever? I'm better than him, by the way. I'm better. But anyway, if you do that playlist, and like I said, they already contacted me and said they're going to suggest it to their dev team, this and that. And they're not promising nothing or guaranteeing nothing. But for future, if they can do this, look at me how ripped I am right now. Fuck, I got a 9-pack here. Not a 6-pack, a fucking 9. No, I got a fucking 18-pack, motherfucker. But if they can do this right now, Crysis will... I'm fucking amped. I'm in. Crysis 3 will definitely take over. Trust me when I tell you. Because Call of Duty, it's so easy and it's so boring and it's so lame right now. We need a new shooter right now. And if they do this non-cloaking playlist, like I said, I'll guarantee you how many of you people would buy this game. And in the comments, how many of you people have not purchased the game because you've seen cloaking in it? How many? And then, they made that playlist sell versus regular. The only problem they made with that is, like I said, you have no nanosuit. And without the nanosuit on there, you run like you do in Battle, well, not Battlefield, you run real slow. And you can't jump. The game is meant to be played at a high-paced speed. And the great thing about having the no cloaking is, you know how hard you cannot camp in this game with no cloaking. You know why? Because when someone's shooting you, if they're trying to camp, you can run and evade them at the speed of light and jump and get away. That's the great thing about Crysis, the mechanics of it. So I know I'm talking in circles right now because I'm pumped up because Crysis has responded to me. They're actually going to suggest to their dev team that they if they do this, I'll take my call. I'll take my Black Ops 2 copy and I'll fucking trade it in. I'll trade it in. I'm done with it because I'm tired of the same old Call of Duty, same old story. So Crysis 3, you're on the ball. You're intuitive. You're involved with your community, something that Treyarch, Activision, Infinity Ward, all them other companies aren't, and I appreciate that. And if you want to hire me, you have my email now. If they do this playlist, I will guarantee you a 100% increase in population online. I'll guarantee you by April 1st. Say they institute this playlist in 1 week. I'll guarantee you a week after it, it will jump. It'll probably go up 90%. Easily. Guaranteed. Easily. Because people see me playing it, and all the other YouTubers will jump on board with this. All the other people that can't play video games normally, that have to fucking run in parties to play games, all them people will jump on it too, and then just start riding it to the fucking bandwagon like it's just going to be a biblical process right now. Because it's going to be great. It will be fucking a great shooter. Why is the camera...